one.
Hi, I'm Tamara Key, the Wisconsin Ambassador for the CJ3 Foundation, a 501c3 veteran service organization dedicated to serving our nation's wounded heroes. We do that by providing services, support, and advocacy for military veterans, police, and first responders. We provide a holistic mental health program down in Albia, Iowa. We provide service dogs when they're applicable, not applicable in every situation, but for those who need them. And we do a lot with advocacy on a very widespread level. And I'm sitting here today with Pete Berres, the owner of Berres Brothers Coffee Roasters. Hi, Pete.
Hi, Tamara, how are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Who do we have here today?
This is Drax. Drax is my service dog. He is a Belgian Malinois, and he goes with me everywhere. He has flies on planes, he goes in cars, doesn't matter, he goes everywhere I go.
Very nice.
Yes. So, Pete, we've actually known each other for a long time.
Yes, we have.
A number of years in a couple different capacities. And I'm very thankful and humbled by the support that you're offering through Berres Brothers to the CJ3 Foundation. But before we talk about that, there's actually something else we want to talk about. So the community in general might not know, but you're actually also a military veteran.
Correct.
You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. I was an Army officer for 22 years. I received my commission in 1988, and I retired in 2010.
Okay. What is, I would say, the most exciting thing about your deployment? Everyone always wants to know that.
I was deployed in 2008 through 2009 in Iraq, and I think it was just meeting the Iraqi soldiers that I was living with and training to see their culture and really understand them as a people, and it was quite enjoyable.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
So you were involved in training their personnel?
Correct. I was involved with training the Iraqi soldiers on the new M1A1 tank that they purchased.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. So many service members are uncomfortable hearing it, but I'm going to say it anyway. Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you. It's my pleasure. I never know what to say when people say that to me. I'm
Yes.
just like, thank you for your support.
Right.
Because I think, what else do you say? to
Correct.
people, you know?
Correct. It's very respectful that they do recognize it.
Mhm. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Now, you being a veteran actually makes Berres Brothers a veteran-owned business. And that's something that you have not really, I don't want to say capitalized on, but put out to the community.
We haven't. I've hesitated on it a little bit, and I think the reason is I don't feel that me being a veteran owner is in my top 20 reasons of why Berres Brothers Coffee is a really great company. However, the fact that I was a veteran and my experience with the military, I think hits off on a lot of those items that make this a great company, is due to my military experience. I probably haven't listed it much because I feel that I have a great army of people working for me. So I think that that's more important than me announcing that I'm a veteran-owned business. But I think that it's worth it to tell people that. So
Absolutely, especially being that we're approaching May, and May happens to be Military Appreciation Month.
correct,
Interestingly, May is also Mental Health Awareness Month.
correct.
And if I remember correctly, when we talked about mental health and the mental health initiatives that CJ3 does, that's actually what drew you the most to our program.
Absolutely. When you and I spoke, probably a month or so ago, 6 weeks ago, I was in the middle of dealing with a patient that had a brain-related injury, and we were going through all the therapies that he needed. And the thing, I've had a lot of friends and a lot of immediate family, more than I care to mention, that have been involved with or affected by brain injuries. So it really, when you mentioned that was a big focus of your organization, that's really what got me interested.
Absolutely, and mental health is something that's important for not only service members or police or law enforcement, but people in general. Particularly now, I find after, the pandemic and things like that, there are a lot more stress and anxiety related things. People have injuries from various things, car accidents and whatnot. And there's such a stigma behind mental health and brain related issues. So I appreciate that you're willing to talk about it today, because talking about it, bringing awareness to it, really can help to remove some of that stigma.
Yes.
And the reality is that if people are afraid to talk about what they have going on, then they're not going to seek help.
Correct.
And then that means we can't support them as family members or as organizations or in any capacity, because we may not know. Because as they say, not all wounds are visible.
Right.
Yep, absolutely.
So Tamara, how can we get more information about CJ3?
So we have a website. It is, if you want to go there, www.cj3foundation.org. That will give you the overview of what the organization provides, how people can get involved. And actually, we have an event coming up here at Berres Brothers.
That's correct, and it's actually for Military Appreciation Month, which is all of May. Berres Brothers will have a fundraising box here to contribute to CJ3 every day at our location. And we also have a day on May 13th.
May 13th, yes.
Where Tamara and Drax will be on our location and being able to explain more about your organization. So
yes.
I thank you for all your work working within this organization. I think it's great. So
I really appreciate it. It's very easy to get involved with an organization that you can feel so passionately about, that aligns so closely with your own personal beliefs. It's very easy.
I think it's great.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Pete.
Okay.